Hey folks, it's Saturday, July 18th, and here we are in Buffalo, New York at the glamorous backstage dressing rooms of the Rockwell Hall. It's a beautiful little theater with some super cool people working. Met a guy by the name of John today who's really cares, and you gotta love that. The other folks seem really great too, and I think we're going to do a great show. Tonight I get to work with Richard Forget's opening the show and doing the act that won him his IBM award the first time he competed there, and he won the SAM award, the Silver Medal of Merit, at the same time that year. He's got a fancy little purple jacket just like mine. We look like twins that year because I won the sleight of hand at the American Championships that year. Next up I'm going to have Darcy Oak. He's from Winnipeg, and he's also won the SAM award. I believe it was in the junior category, and did a great job, and he's going to do a bird act. It's going to be a blast. Following that, Elaine Chiquette from Quebec is going to do some stuff in front of the curtain, interactive, and get the party going. And then we're going to have Derek Sellinger from Calgary, originally from Regina, but now living in Calgary. And he's going to do his award-winning act, and he won People's Choice Award and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then I'm going to do a little bit of stuff. Richard Forget is going to come out and do the second act, which is the one that he just won the International Brotherhood of Magicians Award with last week. And it's a really pretty act. And then after that, I'll do a little bit more stuff. Tesseract is going to come out, Peter and Nino from Vancouver, and do their amazing acrobatic comedy routine. And I'm going to close the show up with Shape My Heart, so it should be a really fun evening. The SAM's been going really great. I just finished 4 close-up shows back at the hotel, and R.G. Smith took us in a little van, like a shuttle service, over to this hotel. And now backstage, I'm listening to the sound of the birds cooing. Everybody else has just left to go out and have something to eat. As the producer of the show, you know, I want to be here to get a clear head, think. But even as producer, I still have, you know, a stage manager that I have to convey things through, and I have a vision of the show and how it's going to go, and now I have to kind of create that vision with him to make sure he understands what I see, and then he has to be able to relate that to the audio and the lighting technicians and the backstage technicians, and then all of them together are supposed to create something while I'm standing on the stage or introducing the acts, so that the evening goes well. So you can see I'm just a little tense. I can't really do anything once the lights come on, the show begins. Derek Sellinger and I were talking today, and I said something I thought was really clever, and I'll share it with you. I said, we can do all the preparation you want, and you can study all you want, create and dream all you want, but I guarantee you when you step on the stage and the lights come on, something's going to go wrong. It always does. It's just in how you react to it. I've got 3 or 4 really clever jokes, I think, which hopefully I'll go over. I've noticed that the other Master of Ceremonies, all leading up to the gala show tonight, have changed their outfit. Each time an act has come on, they've gone backstage and changed their outfit. I'm a little confused by that. I think it looks great that they change coats and all that, and it seems to be a growing trend. But to me, that means they're not really paying attention to what's going on in the show, and I want to watch the show. So I want to make a joke out of it. And, I'll tell you the joke now because you're not here to see the show. I'm going to come out about halfway through and say, you may notice that I am still wearing the exact same suit that I started with at the start of the show, and that all the other Master of Ceremonies throughout all the other shows this evening, this week, I've been changing costumes. Well, let me assure you, I've been changing too. Not the suit, just my underwear. Oh, I hope it's funny. I'm going to bring my daughter out on stage because they've all had assistants to bring stuff to them, and so I'll have Hannah come out. I had planned to do a really cool trick, but time is super tight. The producer of the show above me, who booked me, just had a big discussion today about shows going too long, and came and sat with me quietly off to the side in his office and said, the show's got to run 90 minutes. I know you won't screw me over, so make sure it's 90 minutes. So now I'm really conscious of the time, and what could have been a really cool 2-minute trick is out just because I want to be short and not long, because short is better. I did my lecture last night. It was really great. Small turnout, probably 100 people, 80 to 100 people out of the 600-700, because they put it at 10 o'clock after the Bigfoot lecture. But the Bigfoot lecture decided to go longer. In fact, every 5 minutes from 10 to 10:30, he kept saying, I know my time is almost up, even though it was up. And he just kept rattling on, showing more movies and talking more, and he didn't seem like he was ever going to leave. Even after he said thank you and good night and they applauded, he started to talk again, and some guy in the audience screamed, isn't it time for Shawn Farquhar's lecture? Which is when the guy got the hint and left. So by the time I turned over the room and prepared and everything, I was starting well after 10:30, close to 11 o'clock at night. And a lot of magicians are old and a lot are young, and a lot had a really hard day because they got up at 7 in the morning and took a bus to go to the Greg Fruin Theater, where we saw Eric DeCamp and Greg both do their phenomenal shows. Both did spectacular. We got a huge bar to set tonight. They set the bar high. We have to leap over it, and or at least meet it. And meeting it will be tough. Eric did amazing sleight of hand. He's got a great stage presence, and Greg is he's just great. He's got tigers and macaws and cockatoos and doves, and he's got showmanship, more showmanship in his little finger than I have in my whole body. He knows how to take a bow, and it was a great show, and I was very proud to say I was his friend sitting in the audience watching it from the worst seats in the house in the very back row, because that's what you get when you're a friend. No, I was cool with it, don't get me wrong. I've seen the show a few times, and it was great to watch it from another perspective instead of from the front. Now I'm ranting. Yeah, by the time I got started, it was late in my lecture, but the people stayed. They stayed till midnight listening to me talk, and then by the time I packed up and got to bed, it was a little after 3 in the morning, and I was up again at 11 and off to do 4 close-up shows, race from the close-up shows over here where I've been setting up, and now I have to go back to thinking about the order and the curtain pulling and the moving of sets, and oh, my last stagehand won't be arriving until curtain time, because it's going to be Mike Miller. Yes, the famous Mike Miller, who is being inducted as the president of the Society of American Magicians. When he's finished being inducted, he's going to run over here, roll up his sleeves, and come help backstage, because that's the kind of guy he is, a true friend. You guys keep well, keep busy. Most of all, be happy. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.